course. It hasn't. Okay. Hey, it's the highly corruptible bulldog, and
You're
Jack
corrupted
Henke.
and congested.
I am. I'm home today. I got a bug, so don't look for me at the library. If you have late fees, you'll have to talk to somebody else.
Oh, can't you do? Isn't the library doing a thing? You bring in 2 canned goods
Yes.
and you get rid of your fees.
Well, you're
Fines?
good. You're on top of that stuff. I like that. Just for that, I'll play your theme song. I wasn't going to until you did that. Here we
The
go.
library.
Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack.
Boing, boing, boing yourself.
I still get a kick out after all these years. I still get a kick out of Jamie's the expressions she painted on my face are hilarious.
The kind of artist that just knows how to capture someone so well.
Captures the mood. Can you imagine, if she would have been doing the dudes back in the Revolutionary War days when they all had portraits. Jamie would have them all going
with hypertension on their foreheads. Yes, exactly.
I got news.
What you got?
I got all kinds of news. I know
Bring
we only got 15 minutes before the big interview. So,
yeah.
First things first, we'd like to thank our underwriter for this week and next week, Newman Chevrolet in Cedarburg. They've been in business for over 40 years, and through that 40 years they've always been involved in the community and continue to do so through charitable gifts to the community, help meals, just really they're wonderful people, and they make the car buying experience actually fun.
We haven't said where to find them. You got to go up there by the Five Corners kind of area there, right before you get
just a little south of there. South of there, right next door to where Galeotto's was for many years, and now it's going to be called a place. I don't know when they're opening it. The Elbow Room I think it's being called.
Sounds very supper clubby. I like that.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. So, love the people at Newman. Thank you very much for underwriting.
You remember the old? There was, I think, the 80s or 90s. They had a great television campaign where they had this guy who sounded like he was from, up there in De Pere or something. He says, "Hey, you gotta go north to Newman."
I know. I think they're trying to separate themselves from that, but I'm glad you brought it back.
Oh, they don't like that anymore. Okay. Well, it was memorable, so it
worked. You're memorable, unfortunately. God dang. All right. We also like to talk about Mr. Bob's Under the Bridge, helping our homeless population in Milwaukee with dignity and really life-saving materials, goods that you can donate. So please, if you have an opportunity, tonight is Thursday. It's post-hump day. So now that you're done humping, you can get over to Mr. Bob's in Grafton at the Nonprofit Center on Dakota Drive from 5 to 7 p.m. If you'd like to see a list of the items most needed, please check out MrBobsUnderTheBridge.org.
I guess this is what staying home is all about here.
Oh God! Is that one of the one-eyed?
Look at this.
That cat's got both eyes.
Well, the day's not over yet.
What gives?
She's got her own portrait too. That's how exclusive and posh she is.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Jamie did that one, of course.
Looks like a raccoon almost.
That is completely offensive. My God. Do you know who you're talking to?
Maybe to the raccoon. Hey, I got more news.
Okay, what do you got?
In Hooterberg, the Tipsy Elf is back and ready to slay the season once again. You know who's behind the Tipsy Elf? One of the driving forces, the Cedarburg Cultural Center Executive Director and friend of the show, Sue Schrader.
She loves when she gets in the spotlight.
Let's bring it back. Get that spotlight. The Tipsy Elf will now be open on Thursday nights starting this week.
Nice.
Saturday nights now feature karaoke caroling.
Oh, there's trouble.
Where brave souls can belt out their favorite Christmas classics and guilty pleasures. It's at the historic Keefus House. Keefus House. The Tipsy Elf will again be decked out from floor to ceiling in twinkly lights, tinsel, and pure holiday magic. Themed cocktails include the Yule Mule and the poinsettia. Did you say poinsettia or poinsettia? What do you say?
Johnny Carson has a really good sketch on that.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, okay.
He and Tommy Newsom are fighting it out over that one.
Who won? Johnny always won.
Newsom won because he said, who the hell cares?
There you go. There'll also be cozy firelight games and photo ops. Sue Schrader said, the Tipsy Elf has become Cedarburg's unofficial headquarters for holiday cheer. It's the kind of place where friends turn into family, usually after 2 rounds of naughty and nice shots.
Wait. Friends turn into family? So I've got like 3 friends. I'm trying to get rid of 2 of them.
You don't have 3 friends. Mere acquaintances don't count as friends. People who will acknowledge you in the hall. Yeah, but you can't, if you're under 21, you can't go in there. It's open Thursdays through Saturdays, November 13th through December 27th. Today's the 13th.
Yeah, did you mention the times? I don't know if you mentioned the times.
Yeah, the times. I don't see one.
Just pop in and start drinking. Who cares?
Yeah.
All right.
But if you're gonna go, give yourself some time. It's such a big hit that you do tend to wait in line. I've
okay.
heard.
Yeah.
It's a small. Kiefer's House is a great little rehabbed historic landmark. Just a couple buildings north of Washington House.
I think a cool challenge would be after your 5th mule, making people try to say Keefus.
Keefus.
Exactly.
Keefus.
I think that'll work good. Hey, can I talk about library merch? Let me talk about library merch.
Please.
Here we go. So we got items, man. We've got library merch, multiple designs and colors available. We got crew necks, we got hoodies, we got mugs, we got bags, and we got t-shirts. Bonfire.com/store/Cedarburg Library-merch. All of the funds go to the friends, and that's great. And I believe, Jack, for you, there's also toddler wear. So I think we're going to be good. Here, let me see if let me find you.
Hey, I use condoms.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Here's the store. And I got that t-shirt right there. That's a quality item, guys. It actually is not like my usual t-shirt, which has beer stains and tears. So that's good. I just bought this coffee mug here down here at the bottom. Where is it? This one, the big one, the large coffee mug. So you'll be seeing me with that on the show real soon, and that's exciting. New coffee mug.
Yeah, totes. Totes are big with the kids.
Totes. The kids like the totes. So anyway, get yourself some CPL merch, help the friends, and look cool around town. You could wear your merch to the Keefus house when you go to do caroling and boozing.
Yes.
So
See, hey, I was at the Pig this morning, one of our upcoming underwriters.
And they have no Fresca left.
Olson's Piggly Wiggly on Washington Avenue in Cedarburg. I'm not doing a promotion. They're going to be a future underwriter. Yeah. And I ran into Judy Guzzi. Do you remember Judy Guzzi? She was
I do.
She is just great. She worked at City Hall for many, many years. She and her husband Bob, wonderful people. We were both there at the stroke of 6. Today is Old F's Day. And Piggly Wiggly. If you're 62 or older, you get 5% off.
That's a beautiful thing.
It does not apply, I'm afraid to say, to alcohol.
And thank God we're so much safer because of that.
But everything else. Blackie loves cinnamon cake donuts from the Pig. So I have to get there early enough to get some before they're all gone, because those other effing seniors, I mean, like the cinnamon donuts too.
Oh no! Okay, so all right.
I send a video to my kids every Thursday with Blackie diving out of the car to attack the cinnamon cake donuts.
Do you take him into? You don't take him into the Pig, do you? You can't do that.
No. He waits outside calmly. You can see his head out the window.
Okay.
But good folks, 5%. Upcoming underwriter, the Pig.
Very nice.
I also have another bakery related item.
Oh, you got my attention today. All right.
News.
What do you got?
Today I learned how to open are you an English muffin guy?
I am.
You're
you talking about the fork split?
That's what people do, but that's incorrect. All these years you tear it apart. You do the fork split, try the knife. Every time you kind of rip some of it, get too much on one side, too much on the other. There's this thing called TikTok.
I've heard good things.
And bad things, but they have all kinds of videos. One of them that I was alerted to today how to open an English muffin without a utensil, and it's much better.
Did you bring one on for the show to do one live on the air?
I'm going to do.
Oh, this is a preview. This is a
Yes, I'm going to do
a teaser.
Yes, tomorrow I'll do a demonstration.
Everybody, stop the presses.
However, today, just to make sure it worked, I did one downstairs. Blackie waited patiently. All you do is you squeeze them. You know, this is
I know. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah.
But and then you just turn them. You don't
Oh, I
twist
do
it.
that.
No, you just turn them, and you keep squeezing, and the son of a bitch opens. Right, it's unbelievable. And
most do. I've come across a few.
No, you've done that.
Squeeze and twist. I do the squeeze and twist. Believe me, twice on Sunday, and
oh, poor Jenny. When what do you and you have a problem with that?
I've come across brands, usually off brands, like
yes, David's Deli.
Yeah, you know, they don't.
Yeah.
You know.
Bays kicks ass.
So you spend a few more nickels, and you can do the pinch and twist. If you're saving money, you better get out the fork.
Forks don't work for shit.
This is the dirtiest conversation we've had on this show.
just I had to try it out, and then I had some of the world's greatest raspberry jam on it. What do you put on?
Raspberry? Okay.
Oh, this kind is called Smash Jam.
Oh, right.
Awesome. No sugar added. Raspberry.
I'm a little boring with my English muffins. It's just butter.
You know,
I like a buttered muffin, man.
If you eat regular muffins incorrectly, but I will give you credit. You're a minimalist when it comes to the English muffins.
What I like about it, is that there's these kind of pools where the butter can pool up in the muffin.
Yes. Yes. You can't order them at a restaurant buttered because it'll pool up too much. You know, if you're going to do English muffin,
you don't want to overpool.
Yeah, butter side. I want butter on the side.
Too late, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, Blackie loves English muffins, and
he likes us too.
This morning he had a cinnamon cake donut
and an English muffin.
Man, I tried one. I had one like 3 minutes ago. I had to just make sure it worked. So I did a trial run this
trial run. All right, and tomorrow it happens on this show.
Live.
I'm telling you, man.
If I get
this is like when Geraldo cracked open Al Capone's.
I'm cracking open English muffins.
This is big, folks.
It is big. Yeah, it's great. That's like my mind has already been blown.
God bless TikTok.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Even the geezers has some takeaways.
Bigger than the end of the shutdown is the
end
of fork splitting English muffins. That's even bigger.
Those days are over.
Baby.
Surprised they didn't bring that up in the house.
It's great. It's just freaking great.
Good stuff.
What do you prefer, bagels or English muffins?
I actually prefer English muffins, I would say.
Really?
Yeah.
You know your heritage?
Are you stereotyping me?
Yes, I am.
Profiling me.
Well, actually, I thought you would knowing you, like I do, I thought you would prefer the bagels because they're bigger. There's more food to them.
That's true. That is true. Well, no, you just have two. No, you just have two English muffins. Let's see what the problem is here.
Ain't no problem. I'm good with an English muffin any time of the day or night. I'll tell you.
Absolutely. A nice ribs in the can chaser. Ends of the show.
Hey, did you hear about the big fight in the town of Cedarburg?
With the creek thing.
The creek and the lake, private.
I like that. Yeah, that's a good one. I've been enjoying that.
Oh, there's a front page on the news graphic today.
Nice. We'll have to have Lisa on as soon as possible for this one.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the town. They had a hearing, an open public hearing at the town board the other night, and it was overflow crowd out into the hallway.
Right on.
People were up. People had their pitchforks and they were ready to fight.
Run them out on a board.
Yeah, the town planning commission forwarded it to the town board, who then tabled it and sent it back to the town planning commission.
Yes, that's how you do it.
Leading everyone to know what's happening. So far, there ain't it ain't.
And they yelled, "Is you ain't my constituency."
It's today in the news graphic, Lisa Curtis. Yeah. They have a rendering of the lake, and it's like this long.
Oh.
And someone said that's for water skiing because people are afraid of the noise. They don't want the noise. But they said a pond that shape
Water
is for water
skiing.
skiing.
Can you imagine water skiing on Cedar Creek?
It's not on the creek. It's
I know,
they
but
want to
you know,
divert
I mean,
water from the creek into their pond.
comparable. I mean, you know.
The thing is, it's always misleading about these things. They talk about millions of gallons of water,
Sure.
and you throw out a number like that, you go, "Holy shit, that's a lot of water." But is it really? I mean, I don't know how many gallons of water are in the creek. I'm not saying I'm for it or against it, but
right. Yeah, we would never on this show. We would never ever say if we're for or against anything, of course. But
we're against everything, pretty much.
We are, but essentially that is true. Well, that's like the data center fracas out here in my neck of the woods. They're saying that this data center will be using, millions and billions and trillions of gallons of water to cool those AI servers, when in fact the company came back and said basically it's going to be using about an Olympic-sized swimming pool per year, which when you think of Lake Michigan, that's not a lot. There's a lot of Olympic-sized swimming pools in that pool.
Lake Michigan is miles across, isn't it?
It sure is. Yeah, it's got some space.
It's the second biggest Great Lake, I think. Or is it the biggest? Yeah, I think it's the biggest, but it's not the deepest. Superior is the deepest.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we just did the Edmund Fitzgerald anniversary lately, so that's a big. That's pretty deep. Your favorite. I'm gonna do a medley of Summer Breeze and the Wreck of the and it'll be scored by Steely Dan. This is a dream. This is a jukebox from hell for Jack Henke.
That would be hell. Can you imagine being sentenced to that?
I want to sentence you to that.
Oh my God. It'd be worse than spending half an hour with you every morning.
Every morning, 8 to 8:30.
5 days a week.
I tell you.
Yeah. All right.
So we got an old interview here, classic, because I'm gonna go inhale some eucalyptus, get the eucalyptus.
You're not. You're going to get an English muffin. Don't give me your bullshit. All right.
Well, yeah.
So before you get to that, again, we'd like to thank Newman Chevrolet for underwriting the show. They're wonderful, nice people. This is not a paid ad. This is an underwritten statement for public consumption. So
absolutely, they are supporting the Friends of the Cedarburg Public Library, and that's a really good thing to do.
It is.
So that's nice of them.
Love the fiends. Love the fiends. All right.
Cool.
Tomorrow, the English muffin thing. You better have one. You should have one on your end. If you
I'm gonna go. Well, you got to bring me one. I'm merely a public servant. I can't afford such extravagances. So there we are.
Don't get me started.
I already got you started at 8:00. Hey, let's talk. This is Lindsay Deutsch from Take 3. They played up at the up there at the PIC about a year ago, right? Just nod your head. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. It's a good interview. You did a good interview. I wasn't even there. To.
That's why it was good.
To leash you, and it was good. So we'll play that, and we'll be back tomorrow with.
We got to say hi to the Dogfather's actually been listening and watching. So say hi to Keith.
Hi, Keith.
And we got to say hi to Russ Meyer. We got to get Russ Meyer on.
It's time. Our head writer. He's still on strike. We haven't told him yet the strike's over.
He'll come out of his strike for an English muffin.
It'll be a union busters here. All right, here we go. Lindsay Deutsch and Jack talking about stuff. Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow. Hope this works. Here we go.
Oh boy. Duck season. Wabbit season.
Hello, I am here with Lindsay Deutsch, who is not from Wisconsin, although she has a Wisconsin-sounding name. She is a native of the South and just a fantastic. I'm usually not tongue-tied, but I really am because I'm so excited for the performance coming up of Take 3. And Lindsay is the feature. They're all featured performers, right? I don't want to step out of line, but welcome, Lindsay Deutsch. We want to hear you, not me. Sure.
And if you whistle or anything, you are now such a fan. I would love to invite you to whistle on our show or snap or whatever you think you can add. You're welcome.
I can snap, no whistling for me though.
Okay, snapping it is. Let's do it.
So Take 3. So tell us about Take 3. How what can the audience expect when they come to a Take 3 concert?
Well, I grew up completely classically trained. And I spent my entire childhood and my entire life practicing Bach and Brahms and Beethoven and scales and arpeggios and thirds. And I know you probably won't believe this, but I didn't realize as a kid growing up that I could play pop music. I didn't know that that was an option. In fact, I would fool around a little bit on the violin and not play exactly what was in front of me. My parents would say, "That's it, you're done. I'm taking the violin away. You should be playing only this music." And so I went to Juilliard School in New York, and I went to Willis. And again, it was an environment that didn't allow for a lot of personal growth or imagination with music. And so I started asking other friends if they would want to start a band and if they were interested in getting away from purely classical music. And sure enough, I found fellow dropouts who did want to play more than just classical music. And Take Three was formed. And we do everything from oldies like Beatles to movie music like Game of Thrones and Pirates of the Caribbean. We do a lot of mashups, which means we play two songs at the same time. So probably my favorite song we play is Natural by Imagine Dragons, which we pair with the opera Carmen. And to have gone from feeling so afraid in a way to perform and so afraid to do something wrong with classical music to now be able to just let our hair down and be rock stars and have a blast and have some laughs and to be just one with ourselves in the audience is so special for us.
It's fantastic. The clips I've seen are fantastic, and I'll attest to the. I mean, I have many questions, but one of them I have to go back first. Violin, was that something your parents suggested or put in your hands, or just how did that start with you, Lindsay?
So I was 2 years old, and don't worry, I won't tell you the full 30-year history here because we only got a few minutes. But
Yeah.
I was 2 years old, and I was watching television, and I saw Sesame Street. And on Sesame Street that day happened to be the most famous violinist in the world named Itzhak Perlman. And he was playing with Bert and Ernie and jumping around and having a blast. But, there was something so special about the sound of the violin. I really knew in that moment that that would be my life. And I begged my parents for a violin. And what they actually got for me was a tissue box strung with rubber bands.
Oh, cool.
And yeah. So I played on that for 3 years. And finally, on my 5th birthday, I got a tiny wooden violin, and it sounded terrible. But even at that young age, I realized that hard work and sticking to something was worthwhile eventually. And my parents were very supportive and practiced with me and got me great teachers. And, I still wake up every morning first thing and play my violin and try to be a little bit better than yesterday.
First thing?
First thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, in addition to the violin, you got quite a set of pipes, sister. I've heard you sing on those things. It's fantastic.
This was an addition that happened during COVID. And, everyone was trying to be a full band with a person of one. And so I would sit in my condo in Los Angeles and figure out how to make music alone, just by myself. And so I started piecing together vocals and instrumental and putting it together in that way. And once COVID was over, I realized that it was something that should be on the show. And so, yes, it's one of my favorite moments in the show when I sing my 3 songs.
I've heard them. They're fantastic. You brought up learning from a very young age, and I know in reading some of your bios that getting classical music to younger audiences is near and dear to your heart. In fact, you and your sister have started a nonprofit for that. Not started, you have it ongoing. In Cedarburg, the Cedarburg PAC is connected literally to the high school. It's a separate entrance and everything. But one of the main mission points of the Cedarburg PAC is to expose students to a wide range of music and have them see that what this could turn into should you pursue your passion. So we're really, really excited that you're going to join us. Do you want to talk about your nonprofit at all that you and your sister are involved with?
Yes. So, classical music being such an old art form, 200 years ago, and it doesn't always strike current listeners and a general audience the way that I hope it would and wish it would. It just doesn't. And we're not so great in the classical field about including everyone and about changing for the times. So I decided that I needed to start this nonprofit so that I could make classical music more approachable and more accessible. And I realized that, if you play this music in the right way and frame it in the right way, kids love it. They go crazy for Beethoven. They go crazy for Bach. It just has to be done in a unique way. And so pretty much everywhere we go, we play for kids and we do our mashups and we show them how, hey, this song is not that different from Bach. In fact, the chord structure is the exact same thing. And it's like this aha moment when they realize that all of the music that they love and listen to every day started hundreds of years ago with Bach. And so we're just so happy that we can do our best to keep that art form alive. I mean, I'm playing on a 200-year-old instrument. I'm playing modern pieces on a really old antique instrument. And it's very important that that art form stay around. And it's without having had that background, I wouldn't be able to play the way I do today. So,
Well, speaking of making it more accessible to people, one of the quotes from the conductor said, finding a soloist who understands the essential responsibility, helping a large community change their view of classical music, Lindsay can make that happen every time. And that was a conductor who worked with you on something. And other terms that not typically associated with classical music, flair for the wild and unexpected, rock star charisma, all these things. My goodness, that's talk about genre smashing. You obliterate the genres. You don't just smash them, for God's sakes. That's fantastic.
Well, I hope that that's apparent at our live show. We spent a lot of time in the Midwest. In fact, and I don't know why this is, but we're in the Midwest more than any other region in the country. And it's because you guys have great taste there and you have eclectic taste and you're willing and open-minded to hear different kinds of music with different kinds of performers. And I think that that is so special. It doesn't always need to be the Beatles tribute or the Elvis tribute. You guys are so open to hearing something that you're not quite even sure what it is. It's like, well, take 3. I don't know exactly what it will be, but it will be a great time. It'll be all music that you know. You're going to be able to sing along and whistle along. And we don't take ourselves too seriously. So there's a bit of comedy and we love to meet new people.
It's fantastic. You guys are showstoppers. We're really looking forward to it. I know you don't have much time. You're kicking off. You're heading out on your tour like now. So you hang up here and you're hitting the tour bus. So don't want to hold you too much, but I do have to ask you one more question, unrelated to music. The racquetball.
Oh my God. A fan? Are you a racquetball fan?
I am now. My God, it's amazing. You won the world championship, the junior world championship for racquetball. Yes.
As a teenager, I was very into racquetball. I started playing at 8 years old. And I think the discipline that I had with violin carried over to that sport. And I would find myself alone in a racquetball court for hours every day. And I became kind of obsessed with the sport. And the social aspect was great as well, because I homeschooled growing up. And with racquetball, I could meet other kids and pick up games at the community center. And I ended up winning the world championship when I was 16. And then shortly after, I had a knee injury. And I think that's what made me decide that I wanted to focus 100% on music and my career. And once I went off to college, I never played again. However, if you're up for a game of pickleball in Cedarburg and you've got a court, I'll duel you.
Excellent. My daughter would love that. She's a fanatical tennis and pickleball person. So that's great. Yeah, it's amazing. I read the racquetball thing, and I can see you on stage with the violins, all of a sudden losing track and swinging that thing like a racquetball racket. That'd be fantastic. But wow, what a multifaceted person you are, and that's just great. We can't wait to see what you bring us on stage and in your the rest of your ensemble. There's 3 people, yes, or is there more?
Yes.
Okay.
Cello, and I'm violin and vocals, and then piano. And we all live scattered around the U.S. and we meet up In fact, we just came from Brazil yesterday. We were touring there in South America, and we went home for a day, and then we'll meet up. I'm now in Houston, Texas, and we start our March tour tomorrow in Louisiana, and we're going to go all around the South, Midwest, East, and West in the next 3 weeks. So we're going to be everywhere.
I saw the tour dates. You are zigzagging. You really are. You guys are hitting it, which is fantastic.
Yeah, we do about 300 days on the road a year.
Wow. Wow. Congratulations. Well,
Thank
I salute you for doing something you love and sticking. The first step is just having the guts to stick with it. It's not easy, and you did it. So we're very proud of you, even though we don't know you. So
I appreciate you, and thanks for having me on and spreading
bet.
the word. We want to play to a full house. That's something that really makes the show special and different, and it's so important to us that we get out, that people are there. We thrive and rely on that energy for a show. So I hope that the community will come out and support us, and I know they'll have a great time.
They will, no question about it. Well, thanks very much. We're looking forward to it. Lindsay Deutsch of Take 3, fantastic. So looking forward to it. Have a great trip, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks here.
See you soon.